All right, welcome to the Attraction Marketing Mini Course, 5 Steps to Your Social Media Mastery, Day 2 with your modern MLM blueprint. So super excited to have you with us again.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and just take a quick look at the roadmap of where we were yesterday. So yesterday we talked about awareness and getting more eyeballs on your page. So that's a Facebook business page and how you leverage that. And today we're going to really focus in on intent and the different types of posts, paid versus organic. And we're going to give you this really cool formula that you're going to love for writing posts, and also just chat a little bit more in detail about posts. So let's head over into that. So before we get going, though, we want to just do a little refresher for everyone that may or may not know.
Yeah. So what is attraction marketing? It's a strategy for attracting people to you versus chasing people who aren't interested, right? We've all been down that road where we feel like we're constantly trying to find that next person, right? Now, wouldn't it be a game changer for your business if people were coming to you?
And sorry, I was just going to say, I love this analogy that one of our mentors shared, and it's just so simple to keep in mind. Instead of selling steak to a vegetarian, sell it to people who are looking for it, right? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing worse than spending an hour of time or lots and lots of time pouring into somebody who's never even the right fit in the first place.
Yeah, if you're trying to sell steak to a vegetarian, you're wasting your time, right? So allow them to find you and ask to buy from you and work with you, and become the hunted and not the hunter. Like, seriously, again, instead of constantly looking for people, having people come to you, and then learning to leverage value. So that is the keys to attraction marketing.
So we're going to go through this 3x3x3 formula. And this is what you're going to want to think about when you're building intent and you're creating content. So it's a written post. We call it a power post. Then there's a live video, so not a live post. I made a typo there, sorry. A live video, and then you're going to boost the written post or the live video or both. And it's called the 3x3 because every single time when you have them together, those 3 things are going to 3 times your reach and 3 times the number of engagements. Okay, so we're going to start with the written post.
So the written post, the AKA the power post. This is how you get people started fast, by telling their story. This is where you need to get a little vulnerable. Yes. You need to share with people value, why you're on this journey, how this journey has affected your life, and how you can help impact others' lives with this story, right?
Yeah, so really with this written post, you're being very intentful. You are generating that intrigue, the curiosity, and the goal is to get people to have the conversation with you. Sometimes this post will automatically make the sale, but that's not your goal. When you go in with the intent of doing this power post and I'm going to get all these sales, people, they sense that and they run. So this is not a sales pitch. This is just where, like we say, facts tell and stories will sell.
Yeah. So you want to have that conversation where you can take that from your post over into Messenger, and then you can actually have a valuable conversation with these people. So again, not a sales pitch. So the structure of it, eye-catching headline. Not BuzzFeed or National Enquirer style headline, something that is eye-catching, but, it can contradict a belief, gets people to stop the scroll and go, what are they talking about? Like an example is, turns out breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. That's going to get people to question it because that kind of challenges the status quo.
Exactly. So we leverage a formula called the PASS formula. So when you're writing this post, you will talk about the pain. Okay, so you're going to start out with, it turns out breakfast isn't the most important meal of the day. And then maybe there's something that you're going into. Maybe it's about weight loss. Maybe it's about, just changing how you ate or whatever that thing is. But then you're going to need to talk about kind of the pain of the situation. Like, what was the thing that it just plain old wasn't great, right? Or horrible, whatever it is. And then you're going to agitate that. You're going to just kind of go a little bit deeper and give more of a specific situation where that happened. And then you're going to provide the solution. So if you want to look up more around that, it is a copywriting formula, and it's 100 years old and it still works today.
Yeah. So, and then when you're doing this post, you want to make sure that you have proper spacing. I don't know if you've seen the post as you're scrolling down, but somebody writes a long post and it's all just one block of words. It's hard to read. It's not natural to read. Like it turns into almost a run-on sentence in a sense. So spacing is very important. That white space in between each one of your kind of facts and statements, right? You want that white space. So there's that little pause when your reader is reading it. You want to be super cautious with emojis. Yes, we can use them. Facebook likes us to use them, but don't have it look like an emoji grenade went off on your post.
Exactly. And the thing as well is a lot of emojis now almost signal like a network marketer, right? Yep. So because they've done so many overuse of emojis to try and catch people's attention because they didn't know how to write an eye-catching headline. Yep. So they use eye-catching emojis, but then now everybody just sees a page blasted with emojis and kind of it does not stop the scroll anymore, right? Yeah, and then really important as well is a call to action. Now, this isn't like PM me for more details. This is like, if you want to learn, do you want to learn more? Yep. You can ask a question at the end where you
check
get
out
people,
our live webinar.
Yeah.
You know.
Come over. We have some more information in this group that you'd want to join, or it just starts the conversation. Like share your take on this below, right?
Yep.
So it's really, really important that it's not like PM me for the deets, you know. So really trying to create that engagement. So the next thing you're going to do is a live video.
Yeah, and this can be scary for some people, but it's a very important part to building your business online because it is one of the fastest and most effective ways to create that know, like, and trust with your people, right? So you're going to tell the same story that you told in the written post, but you're going to do it in a video. And you're really going to be able to share yourself and share your emotions. I mean, this is where getting vulnerable is going to be very powerful with the people that you're talking to.
Exactly. And so the thing you're just going to lead with is I've been getting so many questions about my post yesterday. Thought it would be better to share it through a video.
Yep.
And lots of times I say, I just think you're going to understand, we're going to make a better connection. Or like I was about to write this whole post up answering everybody's questions, but I thought it's just so much faster to just hop on and do this on video.
Yeah. And again, people are going to connect with that, right?
Exactly. So trying to keep it within the 5 to 10 minute range. I mean, sometimes if it's your first video, 2 minutes is what you do. 2 minutes is what you do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So we have, and we'll share it in the comments below as well. We do have a video that we made a couple months ago on our tips for doing a live video, because there is a lot to go through and learn that will set you up for success.
So then boosting your posts. So this is something that you can do after you've created these posts, right? Your launch post, your power post, your video. Once you know that the post works organically, you can use it and boost that to a different target audience within your ads manager, which is really cool. You can say, okay, Facebook, this post did very good organically. Now I want you to take it and find more people like this and show it to more people for me.
Now, remember that a boosted post can only be done on your business page. Yeah. So that's something that is a downfall if you're only building on your personal page, right? You can't leverage these tools that are offered to you on a business page. Yeah. So the strategy, we're going to get, your post in front of new eyes. It's going to help you increase your network. And the biggest thing about this is why you're going to test it. Is you don't want to spend money on ads if you don't know your post even works. Yeah,
so that's why we, get a little organic feedback and reach on that post. And if it works well, then put $5 a day to it, or even $2 a day, just to get more ads in front of your business. With the video,
it's pretty phenomenal how far a very, very tiny amount can go.
Yeah, literally pennies can get you views, which then is growing your network for literally pennies a day, which is really cool.
Which is Okay,
so advertising guidelines. Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook, right? They have a lot of guidelines for how they want you to advertise. So it's very important that you play by their rules, or they're going to put you in a little place known as Facebook jail. Worse off, they're going to totally block you from using the platform.
Exactly. So they care about the experience. They don't want people clicking on an ad that goes to nowhere. They don't want people clicking on an ad that is not true, that goes to clickbait, that is really hypey, that makes money claims. And there are definitely certain words that if you're in the network marketing space that you should just not use.
Yeah, and that's where we talked about so many times about learning your customer learning the language of your people. So you don't need to use the keywords, but the people that you're talking to will still know what you're talking about. It's all about proper copywriting. So if you're using this, you can avoid the problems with Facebook's rules.
I mean, for instance, at network marketers, everybody would know the word upline. So, if you put that word in there instead of something else, well, instead of saying network marketer, right? You can use that terminology that people are familiar with, like Mike said, and you can avoid a whole lot of issues. So just a really big warning, you have to be careful. You've got to read the guidelines.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely check out the guidelines. So variety is the key. Yes. Don't just rely on that one power post and think, okay, one and done, I'm good. I can just kind of keep relying on this, right? You want to keep your feed fresh and keep people coming back for more.
Exactly. So I kind of say, think about it. This is going to totally date us, but put us back in time. But think about your favorite mixtape and think about how there was variety on that tape. And maybe you had these upbeat songs. You had songs that were like a little more mellow. And your posts, they need to be like this. They need to be like that awesome mixtape. And then there's going to be that number one song, sprinkled in throughout. But if you just keep playing the number one hit over and over and over and over again, it's going to drop off number one and go to the bottom of the barrel, right?
So a post for understanding and connection. So this is a really easy one. Like what is? So what do you think is the reason most people fail at dieting? Real simple, question to get engagement going. So take that that what is formula and put it into whatever niche you're doing to just get that conversation going, right?
What do you remember hearing about money when you grow up? The reason we like what is and the what do you remember, because they kind of take it off the person and allow them to just share an experience openly without feeling like they're being judged, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Make a list of frequently asked questions and just start to answer those in posts, right? And in videos.
And one of the best ways you can really get exposure on your business page is to interview other people in your niche, right? And it's a very good way to get comfortable doing live videos, especially if you bring on, somebody, your upline or above, because they'll have that experience and you can help, or you can leverage that experience and help yourself get that exposure on the live videos.
Exactly. Okay, so we had mentioned yesterday, all of our education around this came from doing an ad training from Fernie. And it has completely changed how we view posting, how we view getting on social media, how we build our business, because we have this understanding of how to run ads.
This is the exact course we took on, we started with it 2 years ago. And from then we've been able to build a following we're actually over 4,700 people on our Facebook page now. We've got an email list of over 3,000 people, and we've 33 times our online business in a matter of months using this course. So if you want to check it out, we're going to drop the link in the comments below. So if you're going to go into ads, Facebook ads, we highly, highly recommend that you take a training from somebody that can guide you through the process, because you can really waste a lot of time and money if you do it wrong. So it's important that you have that guideline to help you, that roadmap.
And you can waste money and get kicked off. So, it's kind of a double burn, I guess. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. Have an awesome day. Talk tomorrow when we're going into Facebook groups.
We're going to do the evaluation. So we're going to talk about Facebook groups and freebies that you can offer to your people to help get more people into your network and into your market. So have a fantastic day. We'll be back again tomorrow.